So I was looking into this card, right? Upgrade Cash Rewards Elite Visa. And at first, it doesn't make a lot of sense. How is an unsecured card offering limits up to $25,000 for people with bad credit and not charging an annual fee? That's not how subprime lending usually works. If your score is under 650, you already know the deal. Your options are either secured cards, where you have to put down your own money, or subprime cards that give you $200 limits and then drown you in fees. But this card is different. They're approving people with bankruptcies, charge-offs, collections, no security deposit, actual high credit limits, 2.2% cash back. This is why I was confused at the top of this video. But let's go into the details and let's figure out if this is actually going to be something for you or if this is an actual skip. So I want to break this down. How are they pulling this off? Who actually benefits from it? And let's look into the fine print. All right, before we even get into Upgrade, let's take a second to look at what bad credit cards normally look like. Because if this card is really as different as it seems, we need to see what it's actually competing with. So if your credit score is in the 500s or low 600s, these are basically your choices. First, we have First Premier, and this card is objectively bad. They'll approve you for $300, but before you even swipe the card, they charge a $95 program fee just to open the account. Then they hit you with a $75 to $125 annual fee, plus a $6.25 monthly fee. So before you even use that card, half of your credit is already gone. Secondly, you're looking at something like an Open Sky. They're slightly better because they don't overload you with fees, but you have to put down your own money. So basically you deposit $200, $300, $500, and they let you borrow basically your own money. And on top of that, they still charge a $35 annual fee. And the worst part, none of these cards actually grow with you. You can pay on time for years and they'll still leave you at a $300 or $500 limit because these cards, they're not designed to help you move up. They're designed to keep you paying fees for as long as possible. But this Upgrade card flips the script. First off, no annual fee. That alone makes it stand out because almost every subprime card charges something just for you to have it. Then there's cash back, 2.2% unlimited, but here's where it works differently. Instead of earning cash back when you spend, you earn it when you make payments. So they're actually rewarding people for paying down their balances instead of swiping the card. And the biggest thing, the credit limits. So most subprime cards cap out at around $1,000, maybe $2,000 if you're lucky. But Upgrade, their limits start at $500 and go all the way up to $25,000. Now, obviously, most people aren't getting that full $25,000. From what I've seen, the average approval limits is around $6,000, $7,000. But we've seen reports of people in the low 600s getting approved for $10,000, $15,000, even close to $18,000 with, again, subprime credits. And that's something, as I said before, you're not going to see with the majority of these subprime type credit cards. Now they have the pre-approval process. They let you check what limit you qualify for without a hard inquiry. And if you do like the offer, you can go ahead and get the hard pull, which is going to be on TransUnion. The best way to think about this is kind of like the Apple Card, right? You want to go ahead and see what you can get approved for. If you like it, you go through. If you don't, just reject the offer, right? Don't even go through with it. And here's the biggest thing. They approve people with bankruptcies, charge-offs, and collections. These are things that will usually get you denied everywhere else, but I've seen people get approved 4 or 5 months after a bankruptcy discharge and get several $1,000s on this card. Okay, so based on all that, who actually benefits from this card? If your credit score is between 580 and 660, this is one of the best unsecured options you're going to find. If you had a bankruptcy discharge recently, this might be one of the few cards that will approve you before the typical waiting period. If you want cash back without an annual fee, 2.2% on all of your payments is actually better than most beginner rewards cards. If you're worried about credit utilization, this card reports as an installment loan and not a revolving credit card, which means it does not count towards your credit utilization ratio. That's huge if you need access to credit without tanking your score. So let's say you got approved for $10,000 on your standard revolving credit card and you max out that card, your utilization is going to be 100%, which is going to tank your score. Because this Cash Rewards Elite card does not report as revolving, you're not going to run into that problem. So this card is not perfect. So here's who shouldn't get this card. If you pay your balance in full every month, this card makes no sense because there's no grace period, meaning interest starts accruing immediately. If you want to get this card to improve your utilization, which is the opposite of what I said about a minute ago, meaning right now you already have a pretty high credit utilization and you're thinking, okay, if I add a 15,000 credit limit card to my credit profile, that's going to increase my total credit utilization and improve my credit score. This card is not the card that you want because again, it's not going to report as a revolving credit card. It's going to report as an installment, right? So that little hack right there, it may work with other credit products, but it's not going to work for this one. If your credit score is already 700 and above, you have better options. I'm talking about Chase Freedom Unlimited, Amex Blue Cash, Citi Double Cash. All of these have higher rewards, intro APRs, and sign-up bonuses that Upgrade it doesn't offer. I still want to see more real-world data on this. So if you applied, what was your score and what limit did they give you? I keep seeing approvals all over the place, so go ahead and drop your data points down below in the comments. And if you're rebuilding credit, subscribe because I break down these strategies all the time to help people move smarter. And that is it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.